Hello and welcome to this very special edition of Nighttime at the Nerd Bar. We have a special guest. Yay. So we'll be getting into that in just a moment here, but let's bring this down so you can find everybody online, but we'll go down the line as well because some of you may recognize us. Hello, I am Carrie. Glad to have you here. And then on the other end, I have my co-host.
And I'm Katie Cullen. Hi, all my buddies.
And our special guest, we have Danny Chambers, the voice of Becky from Spy Family, that best friend we all know we want and need in our lives.
Yes. Hi, everybody. I'm so grateful to be here. Thank you so much for having me.
Yes.
Welcome to the show. Thanks for coming.
Yeah, no problem. It's a lot of fun.
Yes. So how do you feel about being this amazing best friend we all know and love?
Oh, it's a dream come true because I've always wanted to be the rich best friend, even though I'm without the rich part right now. But but it's goals, #goals. It's fun. I love her personality because she wants to take care of everybody, especially Anya. And so the fact that I get to be like, oh, my precious baby, but also like, yes, I still do what I want, but it's whatever.
No, that's fair.
Yeah.
There's so many fun moments with Becky and Anya. What's one of your favorite?
Oh, and the manga are currently airing.
Currently airing. We're trying to avoid manga spoilers.
Yeah, no
but
spoilers,
let's stick with currently airing.
Yeah.
Okay. Dang, because
Yeah, okay, so it's something
Your
to
favorites
come.
in the
All
future.
right.
yeah, favorites in the future. But it's just really funny because the way she acts in this thing that she's gonna do is just really. It caught me off guard. I was like, oh, okay, sure. I guess that's what kids do, especially when she's rich. But I guess currently so far is where she's always trying to pull, like, whenever Anya was trying to apologize to Damien, she was always pulling her away from him, like, oh my god, whatever, like just, and Anya's like, I just want to apologize. Why can't you let me do that? It's so funny. I love that scene.
You gotta love Becky sticking up for her friends, though.
Yes, we all need someone like that. Ride or die. Becky is ride or
Yes.
die.
Yes, Becky with the good heart.
Yeah.
What do you bring to Becky? Like, how did you find her voice? What inspired your take on her?
Oh, I just thought about like kid girl best friends where they're just like, well, I'm gonna do whatever you want to do because we're best friends. And I voice a lot of children, and because I used to babysit a lot when I was younger, and so I kind of based off on what I've learned from them, and using that to kind of for character development, for lack of the term, but like using that and my experience and watching kids is what helps me bring them to life. And we all had that one friend who's like always on our corner, but like they're not necessarily rude, they just say things wrong, they're just very blunt, and you're like, can you not, please, it's not what I need right now, but thank you, but not what I need right now. That's how I draw her from. But yeah, I also the movie Clueless with what's her name, the blonde one.
I know who you're talking about, but I cannot remember.
Correct. Yeah.
But her, I based her off of there because she's pretty much her. Becky is pretty much her. What is her name? It's gonna bother me.
We'll add it in post.
It's one of those things where it's like, I know it's based off. It's just like, wait a minute. No, I have no idea.
Alicia Silverstone.
That's
there it is. And she plays Cher. And oh my god, it's so funny. And just like she's like, oh my god, as if, and I'm like, that's Becky. That's straight up Becky. Like, she's not rude, she's not mean. She's just like, I'm just trying to live my life. She doesn't know that normal people live differently than her. And working with Chris on that, he tells me a lot about that. He's like, Becky is the girl that, like, she's rich, but she's not like mean about it, but she doesn't know that other people live differently than she does. Like, she doesn't know, like when Anya's like takes the bus and Becky's like, oh my god, you take the bus? I mean, you could ride with my limo if you want, and it's
yeah.
She doesn't know, so it's just really funny because she's been spoiled her whole life, but she's not mean about it, and I love it.
Like, of course we have a limo to take us everywhere. You don't?
Yeah.
Would you like to share mine? Like a good friend who really does not get that there is an
Yes.
other half, let alone how they live.
Yes, yes. I base her off of also is it Lottie? Charlotte from The Princess and the Frog.
Yes.
Yes, where she's rich, but she's super nice. She's not as like ditzy or like, oh my god, she's not like that. She's the Southern Belle
Yeah.
type, but like that kind of friendship she's got with Anya, and I love it. I love it so much.
And another great moment of their friendship that's also very funny is when Anya's asked to be called a special name, and Becky goes, "Okay, sure, whatever."
Mm-hmm.
And
Oh
Anya's
yeah.
being a little bit of a brat about it, but Becky just goes along with it.
Yeah. Yeah, we were working on that, recording it. Because at first when I recorded the line, I was like, sure? Like, I guess that's what you want to do. But working through, he's like, no, she's not really unsure. She's like, yeah, let's go with the flow. F it, why not? Yeah, Starlight Anya, let's go. So I feel like she's pretty much her Anya's hype woman, hype person. And like you all need that person in our corner.
Were there
That's
any
true.
particularly Yes, absolutely. Were there any particularly challenging scenes or moments that you had to try to figure out how to convey the right kind of emotion?
Probably the first episode where she appears, because we had the voice down. It was the acting part that we needed to touch up on, and it took a good minute. It wasn't like super long, but it was like we can't make her mean, but she's that spoiled rich girl, but who's really nice. So it's like you don't want to default her as like, oh my god, you wear like New Balance? Why don't you have Nike? Like we didn't want to make her like that. We we wanted to make her like, like, oh my god, you have New Balance? Well, like my dad always gives me Nike. I mean, I could probably hook you up with like Nike, like that kind of energy. So that's what we kind of wanted to go with without her being mean. And so it took a minute, but we got there and it was so fun going there. We're like thinking of different scenarios. She's that one girl that will like help you out when you need it, but she won't like treat you like dirt just
Yeah.
because of how you grew up. And I'm like, that's yes. Yes.
She'll help you out of the goodness of her heart, not because it makes her look better or because you're pitiable.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
Awesome.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you mentioned that you took some of the inspiration from the kids that you babysat.
Mhm.
Did you ever babysit a kid that strikes you as a Becky or as an Anya?
No, I've had lots of Anyas. I don't think I've ever had a Becky. Oh, if I did, I would definitely use that. But no, there's a lot of Anyas.
What about
Um,
Damien's?
Oh God.
oh, I've had one or two Damiens. They'll
Okay.
stuck up like, yeah, I'm cool, whatever. And I'm like, sure you
You're
are.
6.
Mhm.
You're
Yeah,
6.
yeah, you're 6. You don't.
Okay,
Shut
child.
up. No, plenty of Anyas though. Plenty of Anyas.
A lot of chaos gremlins in the world.
Mm-hmm. And
What do
they're
you think?
adorable.
I mean, we all know why we love Becky because she's amazing, but mentioning you've met so many Anyas, what do you think is the draw to Anya as a character?
I think she's relatable because you know how we see in kids how crazy and funny and just like goofy they can be. In anime, they're always treated like super cute or obnoxious, like overtly. And there's nothing wrong with that depending on the story, but like with Anya, she's trying to have a good life and wants to make mama and papa proud. And the fact that a lot of kids act like that, I think it's more relatable because as kids, we always want to make people happy. And she has the ability to read minds, so she knows what they're looking for and she tries to do that. And I think a lot of kids, if they could read their parents' mind, they would try to do what they'd want. But what makes it wholesome is that she's earnestly try because I think she knows that they love her and she wants to show like not just lovingly telling them, but showing in actions like I'm gonna make you proud, Papa, and 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 I feel like that's more real in real life how kids act too. Like she's not great at everything.
Yeah.
She cares about people though. Like the whole saving the drowning boy scene. Like, oh my god, I teared up during that. Like, she's like, I can't tell you why, how I know, but I have to go do this thing, Dad. I have to. And it was like, because kids would do that. Like, they would risk their lives to help somebody else because they have a good heart. Children are very innocent, and they want to do the best they can, not just to make their parents or their guardians proud. They want to feel valued because of who they are. And I think that's what's also great with this show, is that they can be who they are without fear. Mind you, there's character development will happen, but like it's oh god, I just love the show so much.
I feel like that's where we all are. Just like, yes, this show. Why are we waiting until October to get it back?
I know. Like, it's different. It's a nice concept. Like, it feels very 90s. Like, a spy and an assassin get together and they have a telepathic baby to adopt. It's like, it feels like a Parent Trap-esque type movie in the 90s that I grew up with. And having it as an anime, I'm like, this is so wholesome and cute. Minus the blood and gore when, Yor kills people, but it's whatever. That's anime.
Yeah,
but it's so good.
Now, that's absolutely correct in the sense of it's such a huge hit. Spy Family was such a big ticket item at Anime Expo. There were so many cosplays of the characters. There was a pop-up experience, and you pretty much touched upon like a lot of why it's so popular. So how does it feel as a voice actor to be part of this show that, when shows start out, you might not know it's big. Did you know this would be as huge as it has become?
No, honestly. I knew it was super popular, but I didn't realize how much fun it was gonna be, because normally when there's like big anime trends, I'm very late to the party. Like, I'm that slowpoke meme where I'm like, hey guys, did you see this show called My Hero Academia? So
I just watched the first 2 episodes and I'm in.
That's me. So like, I fall behind on trends because like either I'm busy or I just don't have time to watch all of them. But this one, I'm like, I have to keep up because it's just so much fun. These characters are fun, relatable, and adorable. Like, I have to. So when it exploded, I was like, oh my god, yes, something that's not an isekai. And nothing wrong with isekais, but it's just like, there's a lot.
We're a little oversaturated with those right now. That's fair.
Get burned out. Nothing wrong with that. Just like you can get burned down on a lot of like harem shows. Like, it's
Sure.
Everyone has their little quips, but like something that was funny, cute, and action packed. Like, holy crap! Like Anya's little she's the princess. Save the Princess Anya. That whole thing. I was like, what? Who does this with their child? Like, it was so cool. It brought a different breath of life to, not to get weird, but like a different.
It's
a breath of fresh air.
Yes, thank you. That's the word. A breath of words. A breath of fresh air to the anime community, and it's new and exciting and different. It's going to be different types of character development. Like, not everybody has to go through trauma all the time. I think after, especially being 2 years in the pandemic, the panini or whatever, we want to see people succeed. I think we're sick of people not necessarily failing, but like, we're sick of having bad endings, and I think we want good endings, and I think this is a good show to have that with.
Yeah. There are parts where it takes itself seriously. This is a spy story attempting to avert a war, but so much of it is just found family. I've had Anya for 10 minutes, and if anything happened to her, that meme.
I love,
especially for Yor.
Yeah. Oh my god, Yor, she's freaking the best, man. Woo! Man.
She's pretty great. She is not the holder of the brain cell in the family, but she is wonderful.
Yes.
It sounds like you're reading the manga, so this might go into spoiler territory because I have no idea. I haven't read the manga, but if we could get a special episode about Becky, if we could see what her life is like and spend a day with her, like, provided we don't already get one, because again, I don't know what they're doing in the manga, what would you like to see for that?
There's not really a there's not really in the well, as far as what I've read, there's not really like a day in the life with her for a chapter, but there is a moment where I think we get to deep dive a little bit of of how she is, but
Okay.
I think I'm not sure. I gotta read it again, uh but no, there's a lot of fun things we get to learn about her. But if there was like an episode or a chapter, probably like those episodes where it shows like, oh, them waking up in the morning. Oh, here's your tea, madam or miss or whatever. And it's just like her throughout her day, what she does. And it shows like she's not really super, I mean, she is spoiled, but like not so not overwhelmed, but like over spoiled, I guess, to where she's like, oh
Yeah.
yes, I gotta do my thing. But more of like, oh yes, thank you. Like she does this is what she does on her day off, and just cute little things. And then like at the end, she's like, ah, what a productive day, just something cute like that. I think that would be funny. Or her going, oh no, never mind, that's spoilers.
Oh,
Okay. I
no, good
appreciate it
catch,
though.
though. Yeah,
I appreciate it.
totally grabbed out of the air. Like,
I
no.
sure did.
You get back in there.
Yeah.
I'll get that next season.
I think we will see more of Becky in the second season, just spending more time
Nice.
with Anya for reasons.
Mhm.
I don't think it's like super spoiler to the story necessarily, but I think we do get to see some best friend time, and I think it's going to be really
Yay.
cute.
Good. I'm looking
Yay.
forward to it.
Me too.
Now, you had mentioned how fun it is working on this show, and
Mhm.
at the Spy Family panel at Anime Expo, the other some of the other cast members mentioned how fun it is working on this show. Do you get to interact with any of the other actors at all, or when you get to hear their parts, is there, do you get to hear it first, or them? They get to hear you first. Yeah.
It usually depends. Unfortunately, with dubbing, we don't get to. I wish we could like dub with each other. It'd make it a lot easier and save time.
Yeah.
But no, usually one person, like whoever records first, that's the person who's laid in there. Sometimes, I think as of late, I've been recording before a lot of other people, which is fine. Um, but I think the very last episode she was in, Anya was recorded, and Megan, she sounds so good. She has me dying every time she's doing like her voices, and I'm just like cracking up. I'm like, I'll laugh before my line comes in, and I'm just like hearing it, and I listen and I start laughing. I'm like, I'm sorry, I got to come in it for again because that was really funny.
Let me just listen to the whole thing once and get it
Yeah.
all out, and then I'll do my stuff.
That's actually a pretty good idea. I should probably ask, like, can I watch it first in
Yeah.
English so I
Yeah,
can get the
there
laugh
you go.
out? It's so good though. Like just getting to hear everybody is really fun. And getting to feed off of that while we're recording is so great. That's why like recording first isn't always the greatest. But when you do record first, I like to put in like fun quips in there to hopefully make the other characters laugh or cry or what have you.
Take
Oh,
your
that's awesome.
revenge.
Yes. Yes.
You're like, mwahaha. Well, is there
Perfect.
anything else you would like to add about your experience working on Spy Family, being the voice of Becky? Anything else on that end?
I just love doing it. It's I voice a lot of precious babies. That's my hashtag. Anytime I get cast as like little babies or the kids, I love doing it. And playing Becky is truly an honor and a privilege. And I'm so thankful to Chris for casting me in this role. She's so cute, and I hope I can bring her justice in the next season if they animate the certain scenes I'm thinking about. I really hope that everyone will come to love Becky as much as I do, if not already.
I think we already do. Let's be real.
Like, oh my god, I can't wait. I really hope they put these certain scenes in the next season because oh my god, I can't.
Just writing letters to, is it Studio Mirror that's working on it? We got two really
think
high-end
so, yeah.
studios going, hey, I'm going to need you to do this. Thank you.
Please, because I really want to show off Becky in this part. Okay, cool. Thanks, bye.
Becky's moments need the Sakuga. Thank you. Good night.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
I need a Nendo of her. I need a pop. I don't have any
Yes.
pops of my character, so please, a Becky pop.
Yes.
Yes. Are there any other projects you're working on that you'd like to let people know about before we wrap up here?
Gosh.
Or is it NDA Central?
It's NDA Central. Well, actually, Shadow's House 2 is out. I voiced Emilico in that one. Another precious baby who loves bread, which is me. Yeah, but other things right now are NDA. I can't say anything. So just if you want to find out, follow me on social media at SkinnyMini07. I think I'm that everywhere. Instagram, I think it's Danny D Chambers, but I think that's the display name. Anyway, SkinnyMini07. That's where you can find me everywhere. Check it out. I hope you stick around, follow me, because once they get announced, I will blast them till the cows come home. I don't know. I'm not good at idioms.
You will yell it from the rooftops.
Yes, I will do
It's
that.
all good. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for joining us and talking all about Becky and Spy Family. It was so much fun.
Yeah, thank you. Anytime. I'd love to come back. You guys are great. It was so much fun. And thank you for having me again.
Of
Oh,
course.
thank you.
You were a delight.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
And Katie, where can people find you online?
You can follow me all over the social medias as well as on YouTube and Twitch at Kiaxet. That is Kiaxet. YouTube channel's getting a little more traction right now, so keep an eye out for some fun new videos.
Nice.
Yeah, it's backwards. So it's like, wait a minute. We've been doing this for like 35 episodes, and it's still like, where's the direction?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
And you all can find me online at Carrie D Lane. That's KARIDLANE across all social media platforms. Been posting a bit more on my TikTok. There'll be more on my YouTube coming up soon too, as well as it's going to be a top 5 items you're going to want to bring to a convention. So stay tuned for that.
That's really good. That's really good.
No,
Water bottle, hand sanitizer,
Deodorant.
deodorant, good shoes. I think that's it.
Yes.
I think we spoiled your video.
Oh, sorry.
No, there's some others. There's some others.
There's
Yeah.
some others.
Okay.
Good.
Stay tuned. But yes, thank you
Yes.
so much for joining us on this special edition of Nighttime at the Nerd Bar. Make sure to click that subscribe button here on Fanversation. Give the video a thumbs up. You can also check out the Fanversation channel or the account on Twitter, and we will see you next week again. Thank you so much to Danny for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It was so much fun.
Yay. And we'll see you all next week. Bye.